You know, there's been a large contingent of anti-woke individuals who want to lambaste Expedition 33, the Oblivion remaster, as being quote-unquote woke, and they are doing it only to line their pockets because they are the definition of grifter. So welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Landon Idol, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host, Cinevere. Cinevere, to the people who you are and what you do.
Oh, hey there, cuties. I like to cover games and anime, and occasionally I like to stream.
Well, we're absolutely going to be covering games today here, hon, because we've got John Delarose, who you recently were on a video with me roasting, as well as Your Source Games, talking about how Expedition 33 is, I shit you not, woke. Do you think Expedition 33 is woke?
Oh man, I've seen the trailers, haven't gotten to play it, but I heard there was like 2 black people in it, and then all of a sudden it's woke because of that.
Bingo, bango, bongo. So yeah, we're going to get into this before we do hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news nearly every day, and let's just go ahead and get right into it. So yeah, we got this from Your Source Games. This is quite the manifesto, so I'm going to read this. I want to get your opinion after this, and there's a lot more to go over, because this is not just this. Gamers, I originally didn't go on a crusade against Expedition 33 because, 1, it's a new IP. Devs didn't hijack an existing one. It certainly isn't a Concord or where robots with feature pronouns. 2, it's not a remaster where Type A, Type B nonsense was injected with there where it previously was none of that. Of course, it's talking about Oblivion. 3, it's a new studio that hasn't sold its soul to globalist entities like Embracer Group. 4, Kepler Interactive is publisher. It's owned by a group of independent game devs behind games like Sifu. 5, it's not Doom the Dark Ages, where a feminist company like Microsoft is diluting an existing brand by appealing to the Pedro Pascal Disney Marvel audience. First off, I was going to go further, but as you have covered a couple of Doom trailers at this point, do you think that the Doom Dark Ages game is feminist propaganda?
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck he came up with that.
Like, you are probably more anti-woke than I am, if I'm being honest, given some of the shit you say on my live streams. Is this not insanity?
Yeah, no, it is. It's absolutely insane. I never would have expected people to go that far hard to the side like that. Like when it came to politics, this is nuts. Like, how do you make this shit up?
Well, he goes further. 6, it's often not compulsion games, it's not a compulsion games or Obsidian, once revered studios that have been corrupted beyond redemption by DEI and feminist initiatives sponsored by Microsoft. Okay, he gives 6 reasons why he wasn't going to go against this game, and yet he's going to go against this game. What is that? What does that strike you as?
Well, I mean, he's full of shit, like normal.
Okay,
he keeps doing this. And if you look at his reasons, the last 2 weren't even good reasons as to why he's not going to attack them.
So he goes on to say, however, the tone of the DEI inclusions in this game is antagonistic toward French and European identity. By the way, antagonistic towards French and European identity. This motherfucker's Latino. Why does he care about French and European identity? He's Latino. He's brown.
If he's against the DEI initiative, why does he fucking care at all?
Considering his ethnicity, it's an excellent question. He goes on to say, I can't continue spreading a coherent message if I don't call it out. Many won't agree with this. You're right, no one agrees with this, but we can't keep tolerating every single disrespect to Western identity in the form of alternate worlds. Okay, hold on. What does he mean, alternate worlds? Is not every single video game set in an alternate world?
You would think. Does he actually play video games for him to be asking that kind of question?
No, he doesn't, and that's the crux of this, Cinny. He does not play video games. Like, even the most realistic video game, let's say Until Dawn. Until Dawn is set up to be a realistic video game. Guess what? You fight fucking Wendigos by the end of that game. Give me a single game that's not set in an alternate... Even Call of fucking Duty is set in an alternate world. Am I wrong?
No, you're not. That's why this is wild.
He says, if you want to do an alternate world, don't use La Tour Eiffel or L'Arc de Triomphe.
Why not?
Excellent question. Why not? As your setting, only turn into South of Midnight. Did you follow the South of Midnight discourse?
No, not really.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. We'll go on to that later. I've covered it in plenty of videos. If you guys want to see it, go to my previous catalog. Expedition 33 is no better in that regard than the woke slop like Bridgerton. This game is beautiful. Its art direction is breathtaking. It's definitely a promising future for Western development, but the sneaky DEI pandering ruins the experience, and DEI destroys everything. Western gaming deserves respect. European history deserves respect. Western civilization deserves respect. Holy shit. Like, this is bananas. You do realize that this is a fictional... It doesn't take place in France. It takes place in Lumiere, which is just inspired by France. Like, were you aware of this going in?
No, not at all.
Now, did you think that this game took place in France?
It didn't look like it, and it looked like a fantasy world to me.
Because it's just French inspired. He went on to make a post, which is thank you K to Eris. Bro has never played a game in his life because that's just who Cloud is. Literally, he is a conflicted man who needs help from a woman in his life. This is in reference to Final Fantasy. He posted undeniable proof that modern audience does exist. They prefer to play as a conflicted soy boy lectured by empowered women rather than a skilled mercenary with an interesting past. Weak. There's a lot to be done to fix gaming culture. He's comparing the main character for Expedition 33 to Cloud. Now, did you play Final Fantasy VII, Senny?
Yeah, I did, actually. Long time ago, though.
Fair enough. Long time ago. It is a game from like 1997 or something. Cloud has a lot of fucking women that guide him on his way. You know, Tifa, Aerith, strong women in leadership roles. What is he even talking about here, comparing Cloud to the main character of Expedition 33 when Cloud is at the behest of stronger, smarter women?
Yeah, no, the person who posted this is right. This dude has never played a video game, much less Final Fantasy VII. Poor example if he's never ever played it.
Well, it gets better. So it goes on to say, so this is from our girl, Cult Classic. We love Cassie. We love Triple C, Cult Classic Cage. He was really expecting people not to overwhelmingly pick Expedition 33 when people are on a high with that game right now. He's mad the game has black people in it. What a crazy self-own. Because he posted who wins, Final Fantasy VII, Chrono Trigger, or Expedition 33. Look at what the majority fucking voted.
Oh, wow.
Overwhelming, is it not?
That really is wild.
He is legit just pissy there's black people in it. And this is not just me making it up. There are tweets to back this up. Like, I'm part of SNH. I'm part of Hypno's crew. What do we call ourselves? Do you know what we call ourselves? You've been on the show, you might know.
The Cabal or the Bigot Army?
The Bigot Army, exactly. We call ourselves the Bigot Army. Do you know why we call ourselves that, Senevere?
I have no idea.
It's a joke because people on the left have called Hypnotic, Smash JT, Will the Fans, myself, whatever. They've called us all bigots because of the way we feel about video games, which couldn't be further from the truth because we don't actually care about skin color or whatever. However, Your Source Games is an actual, in my opinion, bigot. He does not want to see games that have gays, that have blacks. Like, that is an actual fucking bigot. And it disgusts me that there's people like this that actually exist.
Yeah, you know what? The world's full of hate already. We don't need your racism, Yorch.
Or your sexism. Because
yeah, or
while
your
we love racist jokes or sexist jokes, it's for the lulz. It's not real. But these people make it real. And then Kada, God, we love Kada. Kada says, yes, because when fighting the extinction of your race, the blacks should be your concern. And this is when he says, what I read earlier, it breaks immersion, it disrespects European culture, the whole nine. Should we be giving the game is about the extinction of the human race because they die when they get older than the age of 33. Why is black people in the fucking game an issue?
I know. You'd think you'd be concerned about people dying at the age of 33.
You would fucking think. So he goes on to make another post saying gamers, because that's how he starts every fucking post. By the way, this guy doesn't care about games. He doesn't play games. Like, based off any post you ever seen from him, would you think he plays games?
No, not at all.
Exactly. So he says gamers. Is this the way Endymion and Smash will act at one fellow gamer has a different opinion from theirs? By Endymion labeling and falsely accusing someone as a government agent and Smash repeating it, that sets a terrible precedent for gaming. Not good. Because, for those of you who don't know, Endymion straight up said, and I've gone on record, by the way, as saying I don't like Endymion. I think Endymion's a grifter. However, this post may have proved me wrong. Maybe, just maybe, I owe Endymion an apology. And if so, Endymion, if you see this, DM me. I'd love to talk, because I might owe you an apology. I have very much said Endymion is a grifter, that he takes these non-issues in the gaming culture, in the anti-woke space, whatever it may be, and he blows them up into fucking nothing burgers. Even Endymion said, guys, chill the fuck out. It's a fictional video game in a fantasy setting. You're talking about black people NPCs. That makes you look like you might be hired by the government to stir some shit.
Well, even if you don't like video, or like, even if you don't like Endymion, though, it's like, dude, you can tell he actually plays video games. He does. He even clears, like he platinums everything. But this guy, George, I don't believe a word of what he's saying.
How many streams of BioShock have you done so far?
Oh gosh, 4?
4. Okay, you've done more than him. Your Source Games full on admitted on X the other day he didn't get past the prologue. He was shitting on BioShock and he didn't get more than an hour into it.
Oh goodness. Oh honey.
You, as a newbie to both streaming and to BioShock, you have played more BioShock than Your Source Games.
Oh well, he'll never get a wrench kill like I did, so fuck that guy.
Fucking based. So yeah, Endymion goes on to say, and this again, I want to make sure you guys know, I will acknowledge, I have talked shit on Endymion, and to be fair, I stand by most of it, but I could be wrong. He says, dude, it's not set in the real world. Clair Obscur is inspired by French architecture. It's not literally France, it's called Lumiere. This is why I roll my eyes. This is what I roll my eyes at. Because people will take someone like this that I'm convinced must be an agent of the government, who's paid to look like a dumbass on purpose to make Gamergate look like a stupid, and think that anyone who is pro Gamergate is like this guy, when it's just him and a few others. There is genuinely no other explanation besides you're out of touch. Clair Obscur is not woke. This is just embarrassing, and I personally don't think this guy represents Gamergate or anything like that at all. This is just being stupid. Fucking hell, this is embarrassing. Man, stop. This is the same Endymion that fucking called out Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for being pedophilic when it wasn't. When even Endymion is saying you've lost the plot after he spread that bullshit rumor about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yeah, you have in fact lost the fucking plot.
It's wild. Like, if we're put in a position where somebody we don't usually agree with is saying something and we're going, yes, what he's saying, you put us in a bad spot. Like, I'm a little resentful.
Why are you resentful? Lay on me. Why are you resentful?
I don't want to agree with people I don't like. I don't like being put in that position. And Endymion kind of pissed me off. So it's like, dude, you're doing me a disservice just for making me agree with somebody I don't want to agree with.
Hey, bingo, bango, bongo. My thoughts exactly. Like, again, I have made no qualms about saying that Endymion, Grums, Your Source Games, John Della Rose, Melanie Mack, they're all, in my opinion, in the same camp of bastardizing the quote-unquote anti-woke community or whatever. Or Gamergate 2, whatever you want to call it. But here Endymion is spitting fucking facts. He is like, yo, what are you doing? We got a good game with no agenda, with good writing, with good gameplay, and you're sullying it because there's like a couple of black NPCs. Like, these are legit fucking bigots in quote-unquote our space. Is there any other way to see it?
Well, I mean, look, this is exactly the game that we've been begging for. Like, it doesn't have to be the right genre, it doesn't even, whatever. But this is what we were wanting. We wanted a good story, we wanted good graphics, great music. We've been wanting this. Why are you trying to sabotage it?
Well, I'll tell you why. So we've got people like Lucky the Pirate here who says, I'm sick of blacks. Everyone is. I turn off every game and TV show movie that turn off every game and TV show / movie that has one shoehorned in. I represent 90% of white gamers. Fuck diversity. I want an all-white community back. I'm sick of it all. And of course, Muggan Lord says, you're trolling, right? Spoiler alert, Lucky the Pirate isn't trolling. I went through his X account. He's got ridiculous amounts of tweets like this. I'm sick of blacks. I turn off every game and TV show / movie that has one shoehorned in. Where are they shoehorned in? They're fucking NPCs. Are you really at the point where you're upsetty spaghetti that NPCs are fucking black?
Oh my gosh. He's really going to limit his own, like, entertainment by that mindset, which by all means, please do get out of my entertainment space.
Well, he says, I represent 90% of white gamers. Fuck diversity. Now, I get it. You're part Asian, but you're also part white. For those of you that can't tell, I'm white. Hit my mic. Sorry, there's probably an annoying sound there. Anyway, we're both pretty fucking white. He doesn't represent either of us. At least he doesn't represent me. I assume he doesn't represent you as well.
No, I mean, the guy says pirate in his name. I'm pretty sure he doesn't own a ship.
All right, that was fun. That was pretty good. That was funny. So he clearly doesn't represent 90% of white gamers, because if he was going to represent 90%, you would have inherently disagreed with me, because it has a 50-50% works. Yeah, no, this is blatant bigotry and racism. Like, I get it. We're so tired of the woke left. We're so tired of these fake journalists. We're so tired of games like adhering to these quotas and putting, just unnecessary representation, this, that, and the other. But this game didn't do that. It hasn't done that. It's a 100% natural fucking game. And I don't know, I'm flabbergasted, because when I played Street Fighter 3 back in the 90s, and Sean was the replacement for fucking Ryu, and Sean was a black Brazilian dude with fucking dreads, like, I liked the character. I did. It's mind-blowing to me, the mentality that these people, they're anti-black. They're as straight as that. They are fucking racist. And Muggan Lord, you've streamed them multiple times. Muggan Lord does not fucking come at these games with racist or even racial connotations, does he?
No, he's even got Street Fighter behind him.
Yeah, actually, he has Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh,
yes.
oh, okay.
To be fair, still a Capcom game. I get what you're saying. Yes, you stream them. He's got a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade cabinet behind him as part of his thing. Muggan Lord hates it when people make shit about race.
Oh, you know what? Fair. Completely fair. And the fact that a black man is saying that means there's an actual problem.
Honestly, I think you're right. I think it actually means more coming from a black dude who has been hated on by other black people for not being black enough. But then we got JDA here, this absolute fucking troglodyte, this disgusting scum of the internet who tried to get into the comics community and they kicked him out. And he tried to get in the Star Wars community and they kicked him out. He tried to get in the sci-fi community and they kicked him out. Like, he now in gaming, and I feel like me and a few others, to be fair, there are a few others, have been the only people in gaming to try and kick him out. He doesn't belong here. He's
used to being kicked out.
And that's why he says this. I got death threats for criticizing DEI in a video game this weekend, and influencers like Smash JT are attacking me over it rather than calling out the people who were threatening to kill me. Tells you everything you need to know about them. Maybe, just maybe, and this is not me condoning death threats or whatever, but maybe they're coming at you because you're a fucking idiot, loser, co-opter destroying a fucking actual movement about fixing gaming at large. Like, I'm sorry, whether leftists, right-wingers, whatever come after you, I don't give a shit. You brought this on yourself.
Actually, you know what? All I have to say, JDA, is how about you stop mailing that shit to yourself, because no one's sending you anything.
So, Fredster says Smash GT did what? What the fuck? You've been supportive of him in the past. No. John De La Rose lied his ass off. So, Smash GT made a video. John De La Rose called him out. He and Smash had a very public exchange on X, and eventually they took it to the DMs. I've seen the DMs, and guess what? Smash posted the DMs because JDA tried to say, hey, we're all good. We're friends now. We squashed the beef. Guess what happened? Smash JT posted the DMs and said, we're not good. I told him, you are insane. This is uncool. And basically showed proof. And I'm not a fan of showing DMs. That being said, in this instance, I think Smash did the right thing because he was proving JDA was a liar. JDA came out and said, we squashed this shit. JT showed the DMs, and it very much proved Smash said, fuck you. You're a grifter. You're a liar. You're co-opting a movement. I don't want anything to do with you. So now JDA has a crusade against me, Hypnotic, and himself. He goes on to say, oh man, he saw I was getting too much influence in a couple of months ago. He went full cancel on me when a dev libeled me personally because I criticized underage explicit gay sex in the game. What game do you think he's talking about?
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2?
Bingo, bango, bongo. By the way, Cinevere, is there any underage gay sex in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2?
I don't think so, but I haven't played it.
You're correct. There's not. So you not thinking so is correct. He defended the gay sex. It was so weird. Are these studios paying you, Smash JT? Did you go full Hassan? He's accusing Smash JT of being like terrorist supporter. Who's the terrorist interviewer who said that that the American people agree with you and that Luffy from One Piece would agree with you, oddly enough. He's equating Smash JT to someone like Hassan fucking Piker.
Oh, that's wild. You're going to throw wild accusations out there. Hey, did you ever hit your wife? Why? Explain that to me. That's more important.
Oh my god, Cindy just went full JDA does domestic abuse. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so based, way to go, Cindy. But no, like in all fucking reality, do you I'm curious, do you have an issue with homoerotic bullshit in gaming?
No, not really. Like I read, yaoi. So I mean, yeah, I'm not going to spurg out just because some dude is kissing another dude, but I'm pretty sure there was no sex.
That being said, to be fair, there was sex.
Oh, there was?
Yeah, there was legitimate, like full-on penetration, gay sex in the game, but it's optional. You play the whole game, it's not there. You have to take the faggoty dialogue options.
Oh, so he's used to taking it up the butt, so he's just worried about that being in the game, right?
The dude jerks off to Lucario porn, so...
Closet furries are always the one to watch out for.
Bingo, bango, bongo. Now, he goes on to say, in the Netflix tier, diversity casting in Expedition 33 isn't a big deal, then why are you so mad at people for noticing? And he shows this clip. Where's the Netflix diversity casting? How many black people do you see in this, Cinevere?
Maybe 2?
That I see 3 personally, but yes.
Oh, there's a third one? Oh, we'll see.
Sorry. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 characters here. I see a black here. That's 3. And here, 4. So out of 22 fucking characters on screen, 4 are black.
Well, no, here's the other point. It's like you had to count, and I didn't even notice there was even a black person in there until you pointed it out. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at, how good is the graphics? How pretty is this picture? What the heck is that thing right there? Why? I'm not worried about, how many blacks do I see in this one picture? That's you actually looking for a fight.
Bingo, bango, bongo. You got 4 blacks out of 22 fucking people on screen. How sad do you have to be to count the amount of fucking black people on screen? I'm surprised he didn't count the amount of women on screen. Maybe the only reason is because if you count the amount of women, that'd be all the women he wanted to fucking hit, if I had to wager a guess. Because we know that allegedly John Del Rose beat the fuck out of his wife.
Yeah, we're more curious about that than how many blacks are in that one picture.
So, Muggan Lord responded to a tweet, and this is the ultimate problem that I have. We can say, oh, these guys are nothing. Oh, they don't matter. Oh, there's a small subsect. They are getting support. There are people that follow them. People like Faznarum, or whatever you say here. Sorry if I don't take your word for anything. Grifters have the tendency to lie for a living. Your buddies Grums and Demion lowered the standards, unfortunately, and you carefully selecting tweets of white guys while ignoring all this BS your 15-year-old leftist followers put. I don't know what the rest of what he's saying. This is another response to Muggan Lord. Again,
why are they picking on the black guy?
That's an excellent question, because again, Muggan Lord has I've been friends with Muggan Lord for damn near 2 years now. He's been on many of my streams. He's been on other people's streams. I've been on his show. Muggan Lord is a gamer first and fucking foremost. His skin color means goddamn nothing. Not only does his skin color mean nothing, he literally frequently lambasts black people for making everything about skin color. But now, all of a sudden because he disagrees with his narrative about, there's too many black people in fucking Expedition 33, so he says, you're just as sensitive as the black people you bitch about. You don't know shit about my content. I get attacked by my own people for calling out the bullshit they do all the time, which is true, man. Okay, so Muggan Lord has straight black hair. Let's be real, not very common amongst the blacks. I have seen comment after comment after comment of him, of people in his videos saying that he's a sellout to the white race for fucking straightening his goddamn hair.
It's fucking hair, people.
My blackness is always in question, but the moment I post something about fucked up shit white people say or do, white people like George Torch Games or John Del Rose, which let's be fair, they're not white people, they're Latinos, but that's neither here nor there. Then all of a sudden, I'm a grifter. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of you are closeted racists pretending to be anti-woke. You only accept black people who conform to your bias until they say something you disagree with, and then you say how you really feel about them. No different from wokies who claim to support black people until they say something they don't like. I mean, I'm at an absolute loss here. Expedition 33 is the game that gamers have been dreaming about. They've been wanting. This is a return to form for gaming, and I don't mean that in the PC gamer Kotaku sort of way. An actual legitimately amazing Western game. But there's this manufactured controversy around it because of people like George Torch Games and John Del Rose convincing these dumb motherfuckers that it's woke.
That is crazy. Oh man, I didn't even realize, once again, I'm finding myself in a position where I don't believe that, I didn't believe that people would actually try to do shit like this, like George Torch and JDA. And so to me, they kind of snuck up on me again. I wasn't prepared for people to be this retarded on purpose.
I mean, you shouldn't be surprised. You did the video with me about JDA and him calling me a fucking pedophile.
Oh, it's not that. It's just along the lines of you always want, when the movement of the woke happened, you really didn't believe that people were going to be like, yeah, I believe what they're saying, and then, so that one surprised me. And then it's like, you hear the stupid retarded things that those two people are saying, and you're like, no, there's no way people are that racist or that stupid. And then it's just like, no, there's a couple. And you're not prepared for it.
And that's the bitch of the bunch, because at least in my opinion, people like this, let's take the woke crowd, the Kotakus, the varieties, all the shit. People like George Torch and JDA, they co-opt what we're trying to do, which is saying, we don't care about skin color, we don't care about race, we don't care about ethnicity, we don't care about gender. We just want good stories, and we are being honest about that. And then you got people like this that co-opt that and throw a fit about 4 fucking black people in NPCs, mind you, in a cutscene, and it destroys everything we've worked for.
Yeah, is that really a government thing? That's interesting.
Is it confirmed? No, but considering you're on Tinful of Haters, we've done a lot of government conspiracies. Would you be surprised?
No, but it's interesting to take note of it, because that gives you something to look out for, or at least to be aware of.
At this point, I'm at a loss. Like, if you follow, I've never done this before, and because I often talk about freedom of thought, and I agree with that. And if you want to continue to follow JDA because you want to hear his perspectives and, you know, parse through things, by all means, I understand. But I will say, if you actually believe the shit that he is saying, unsub. I don't fucking want you as a viewer. If you believe the actual racist, bigoted propaganda that JDA is preaching, then fucking unsub and unfollow from me. And hopefully I don't lose any subs from this because you guys don't think that way. I really do prefer and appreciate diversity of thought. That's how I end all my videos. But there is no diversity of thought here. This is actual real life bigotry that there's no defense for. And I didn't think, being on the anti-woke side, that was real, because we spent so much time fighting against politicization of gaming or even nerd culture on either side.
It's sad that it's coming to this way. And if you actually follow these people and believe their mindsets, then yes, you should unsub. And that is because that's racism. That's actual bigotry. That's disgusting. And it's definitely not needed in this space. It's already hard enough to be a gamer. We don't need that kind of bullshit to be added on top of it.
Now, if you're okay with jokes and comedy and know that what he's saying is bullshit, by all means, come to either of our channels. We'll keep making black jokes and Asian jokes and, you know, misogynistic jokes and whatnot, because they're just that. They're fucking jokes. But what JDA is doing and what Your Source Gaming is doing isn't a fucking joke. They actually want to excise any sort of potential minority from the gaming space, which is fucking ridiculous, since they're not even white, they're Latino.
We want people to laugh and have a good time. You know, what you're doing is hurting people. That's not what we're about. It's never what we have been about.
It's not even hurting people. I don't give a fuck if people get hurt. It's hurting the gaming culture. People are individuals. People are going to get hurt. But you're hurting the gaming culture at large, and you're hurting the anti-woke movement at large, and that to me is even worse than hurting just an individual person.
That's fair. That's completely fair.
That being said, I'm going to do my outro. Before I do, Cinevere, my lovely co-host, I'm pretty goddamn near every stream I do. Tell the people who you are, what you do, let them figure out where they can find you, because last I checked, you just dropped the biggest video you ever fucking did.
I sure have. I covered the Cinder situation at the start, and I plan to do an update video. So guys, keep a lookout for it, won't you? You guys can find me on all platforms as Cinevere. I cover games and anime and whatever else I really like. And you know what? I look forward to seeing you. Let's have a lot of fun together, won't you? I stream on Wednesdays, and you guys can catch me on Countercast, Tinfoil Haters, and a bunch of other stuff. So keep a lookout.
You'll love to see it. And of course, as for me, guys, I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news nearly every day. Not always about the gaming space, but anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord. Choose the articles we go over on a day-to-day basis. Choose the videos we react to on the Sunday live streams. And of course, get involved with over 180 other vital idols. We are a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that I cannot wait to go even further, because we do care about diversity here. There's only one kind of diversity of thought. If that's interesting to you, join the Discord, hit subscribe, and until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.